Now, before I get into what I'm about to get into, I just want to make sure that each and every one of you guys hit that like or dislike button, put some Coach K full court pressure on that notification bell so you could be notified each and every time I upload a video or go live on my YouTube channel. And once again, this is your boy E Thriller. Welcome back. Now, I've said it a million times, and I hate to keep regurgitating this shit because I've been on record of saying this for I don't know how long. But boxing needs somebody like Dana White, man. Boxing needs somebody like Dana White because I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. I watched that fight last night between Usman and Mazadov 2.0, right? And of course, I picked Usman to win that fight. But I expected it to be more of a grappling, wrestling type shit. Full disclosure, I don't know much about the UFC or MMA. I'm not one of the biggest fans, nor do I claim to be some sort of aficionado, but I do have common sense when it comes to the sport and combat sports, right? And I never walk away from watching a Dana White event or an MMA or UFC or whatever you want to call it saying, damn, I got cheated tonight, or damn, the best didn't go up against the best. Now, even though Usman cleaned Mazadov's clock with that fucking straight right hand from hell, I mean, my lord, you want to talk about shaking the room. You want to talk about sending a motherfucker to sleep experts, then look no other. Because Usman did exactly that. Shout out to Usman, man. He is a phenomenal fighter. I mean, he's arguably the second baddest man in the UFC behind John Bone Jones. But that's another topic for another day. I solely want to focus on one guy and one guy only, because I don't feel like he gets enough credit when it comes to putting people in position or giving the fans the shit that they want to see when they want to see it. And I know it sounds cliche because I say this shit each and every time I upload a video or go live when I'm talking about my favorite sport, which is boxing. Because Dana White, say what you want about him. You can say he robs his fighters. You can say he's an asshole. You can say he's kind of standoffish. You can say he's a jerk. You can say a lot of things. But one thing we cannot say about Dana White is he doesn't match the best up against the best, goddammit. So I feel like us as boxing fans and MMA fans, it don't matter, fans of combat sports, fans of any sport, hell, fuck that. I feel like this guy should be getting praised for the work that he does. Because let's be honest, the sport of boxing needs some sort of leadership. They need his dictatorship. They need for a guy to come in and to clean up the sport, to host tournaments, to make sure that, you know, this champion fights that champion and you can't have any wiggle room, or you can't avoid a fight or pull out of a fight, a la like Ryan Garcia just did against Javier Fortuna with his punk ass. And I know everybody is trying to say, oh, it's mental health and, oh, he's just dealing with a lot. Man, the motherfucker is, what, 20 years old? Give me a break. Don't make me fart. He's a social media star, okay? He's one of the biggest names in the sport of boxing at the tender age of, what, 19, 20, 21? Hell, I don't know. What in the possibly fuck can this man be going through in his life that'll make him say, oh, I can't fight right now. It's just not the time. And you know, you can do little fuck shit like that in the sport of boxing because they don't have anyone holding them accountable. And that is where a guy like Dana White will come in and clean up the sport, because he's basically going to say, hey man, look, whenever the fans demand a fight, I'm going to give it to you. Because the UFC, man, I am beyond jealous, y'all. I'm not a jealous man at all. I feel like I have everything I want in life. You understand what I'm saying? But when it comes to the sport of boxing, I just feel like I get shortchanged, man. Because we are still waiting for these fights to marinate. We're still waiting for these mega fights to materialize. And hell, the only glimpse, well, we only got a couple of glimpses of big-time unification bouts, which is Jermell Charlo going up against Brian Castano. And then we have the mega fight in the heavyweight division between Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, and Anthony Joshua. You understand what I'm saying? For Undisputed, they done put up $150 million for a site fee, meaning that each guy is going to get $75 million a piece. But we going to get into that topic on another fucking video. I promise. Hell, I might even go live on that shit tomorrow morning. I don't know. But having said all of that, sticking to the point, Dana White would be the perfect man for the job, man. Because listen, Terrence Crawford still doesn't have a fight. Errol Spence still doesn't have a fight. Manny Pacquiao, the senator, still doesn't have a fucking fight. We don't know who he want to fight, right? Sean Porter, the great Sean Porter, as everybody love to call him now, after he gave Errol Spence a run for his money, after the boogeyman, aka the big fish, aka the truth, didn't knock him out the way that he said he was going to knock him out. Now all of a sudden, Sean Porter is this big time measuring stick in the sport of boxing in the welterweight division. I don't understand it. I don't get it, nor do I condone it. But this is what Errol Spence lovers and fight fans are saying about Sean Porter. And this guy is still busy, doing his little podcast or whatever. I mean, the motherfucker do more shows on YouTube than I do, and I'm a professional YouTuber. I mean, can you put the meatloaf down in the collard greens and exercise your right to become the WBO mandatory? Yeah, I said it. So you can get in the ring and get your clock clean and get sent to sleep experts for beds, for bed frames, for sheets, whatever you want to call it, because Terrence Crawford is going to stop you. But I digress on that point. Sean Porter still ain't got a fight. Adrian Broner ain't got a fight. Deontay Wilder still don't have a fight. All of these big time guys don't have fights. All of them. Keith Thurman, missing, out of commission. All of these guys are scrambling and rambling and looking and picking and choosing and cherry picking. They wait till these easy ass dubs. Because everybody is scared to lose in the sport of boxing. And I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, but in the UFC, let's just say, for example, Mazadov last night. Do you guys realize that this man has 15 losses? This man is 35-15. He has 15 losses, y'all. But guess what? The UFC fans don't care because he is still one of the legitimate contenders in the MMA, which is why he was in the ring with motherfucking Usman last night, who also has a loss on his record. But for some reason, boxing fans, and I don't know if it's coming from us or from the boxers or their promoters, or maybe hell, it's just another case of everybody wanting to be like Floyd Money Mayweather, the ultimate anomaly in the sport of boxing. One of the very few boxers that has 0 stains on his resume. Everybody wants to be Floyd Mayweather. Everybody wants to go undefeated. Everybody wants to just pick and choose who they want to fight. Low risk, high reward matches and go on about their business. But oh no, in the sport of UFC and MMA, combat sports rather, you can't do that shit with Dana White, man. He ain't having it. So I just pray to God, man, even if it ain't Dana White, can we get somebody in place to make sure that we get the fights that we want to see, y'all? I mean, I'm just so tired of saying the same shit over and over and over. I'm just sick and tired of it, y'all. But make no mistake about it, man. You can say what you want about Dana White. We can hate on the UFC all we want. But at least they fans get the fights they want to see. And hell, man, I'm just now thinking about it. Maybe I need to start getting into that sport a little bit more often, because maybe I should start making YouTube videos on the UFC, goddammit, because at least I am going to get my money's worth. You understand what I'm saying? But those are just my thoughts, man. I want to know y'all's, man. Please drop a comment below. Do you agree or disagree with your boy E Thriller, man? Because I feel like the sport of boxing needs some dictatorship. I've been saying this shit for I don't know how many years. Go back and fact check my old videos. The sport of boxing needs a Dana White. Period. End of discussion. The sport of boxing is on life support. Yeah, we get fights here and there. They're sprinkled here and there. And hell, we got a lot of proteges, up and coming stars. Jerron Boots Ennis, Virgil Ortiz, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, who is my personal young favorite fighter. We got all of these guys. Little Ryan Kardashian, Oops, I mean Garcia, if he can ever get his head out his ass. You understand what I'm saying? Javante Tank Davis, Mayweather Promotions' biggest star. You have a lot of these young guys who have a lot of potential and promise, but they ain't fighting no fucking body. They won't fight each other. And I just feel like a guy like Dana White can come in and shake some shit up and make some things happen, man. But maybe I'm just wishful thinking. Maybe I'm being unrealistic. But is it too much to hope and to dream? I mean, how can you knock a man for dreaming, man? It's just a thought. It's just a thought. Drop yours below. And just like that, I'm gone. Till next time. Holla.